What up, folks? Welcome back to Ultrazilla Toys, and today I have a review of the Neca Godzilla 1962. Alright, my zillions, we have the Neca Godzilla 1962 finally here. He dropped last week, and I grabbed them through Neca. I usually do when it comes to Godzillas because I like having them as soon as possible. And, you know, the targets around me don't get them kind of quick. So, yeah, that is what I did. He came in earlier today. I did an unboxing video this morning. That was live for anybody that was around. Not too many people were around. But that is okay. I just wanted to get my initial thoughts out there right away, because it's cool. It's like, you know, it's something different. It's a brand new day for Neca, doing some new things with the line, finally able to get their own boxes out there. Please check out that unboxing video. I went over the box there. I will be going over the box yet again during a comparison video that I'm going to do with the SH Monster Arts. Now, the SH Monster Arts came out in December in Japan, also here this month, and at the very beginning of the month, and I have not reviewed that one yet, but the review is done, ready to roll, and that will be forthcoming tomorrow, so be on the lookout for both of those videos in the morning and at night. So, but that's neither here nor there. Right here, we are ready to roll on Godzilla 1962 by Neca. First and foremost, this Godzilla comes with an effect part. Yes. Very cool of them to include this right away and not do a powered up version with it. I'm surprised about that, honestly. But it's a really cool effect part, and I really thank them for doing that. It looks really good in my opinion. I really like it. It looks kind of smoky. Very well done. It's like clear plastic, like translucent plastic on the bottom with white paint over it. I think it's good. I really do like the sculpt a lot here. Now this has just a little nub at the end. There's a hole deep within his mouth. Let's see if you can see that. Yeah, it's in there. So you want to just stick that in there, and it stays really well. I feel like it stays better than some of the other NECAs that we've had with flame breath, like the GMK and the Shin. This one really it's solidly in there, and it looks cool. I like that it's kind, and I don't know if it's because mine is warped or something, but I like that it's kind of a little bit curved. You know, Godzilla has sometimes a curved beam in movies. I think that looks really good. I really do. I really, really like it a lot. You could probably do it the other way too. Let's see. Yep. So there you go. Either way you do it, it looks fantastic. All right, let's do the articulation first on this guy. First and foremost, you have, well, I guess second because we looked at the accessories first, right? You have a jaw joint, and I will warn you, please heat that up. Mine was completely stuck. Heated it up, and don't be alarmed. It does get very, very soft. Let it cool down, but then it freezes it up nicely. The joint is right down here. I also had to heat up the tail right at this big joint here, so it wasn't going in without it. I also ran some heat around. He is still kind of tight in a lot of spots, so I'm not sure if it's just that's the articulation or if it just needs more heat. But you do get the jaw joint. You have a head joint here, and then a neck joint in there. So you got the head, the neck. Now you have an ab joint, but honestly you're not getting a ton of movement out of it. Shoulders are another point where are hindered on mine. They both pretty much go up minimally, and I don't want to force it. You can, you know, do that, swivel a little bit. You can swivel at the elbow, and you do have it's ratcheted elbow joints. I'm only getting like one detent that I feel on both sides, so it's not a great range of motion there. You do have the hinge joint at the wrist, and you do have the Neca Godzilla hand articulation, which I do like that they do that. I feel that that's always welcome. The legs can come out just a little bit. Ooh, there's another spot that's very tight, but you're getting about that much out of them, you know? And kudos for them to really like totally go in and sculpt all the way inside. That's fantastic and a step forward. Knees are articulated and you get swivel, you know, it's all right. And then you got a ball jointed foot, so you get some rocker action out of it as well. Great advance here. Fully ball jointed tail here, not here, but here, here, and here, and here, and at the tip here. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's awesome. It works. It's definitely a welcome addition. That's not a, you know, bendy wire tail. I like that a lot. I think that's fantastic. So the articulation, it's pretty decent, I gotta say, for a Godzilla. And my apologies, the segmented tails have been a part of of the Neca Godzillas for a little while now. Also, this Godzilla could almost do the almost. I mean, he can't touch his hands if you push it together. So there you go. All right, so let's take a look at this guy. Give him more of an examination. First off, you got to be impressed with the overall sculpt work of the suit. It looks awesome. I really do. There's a nice wash on it that I really like. I think it really works well for a nice, gritty, dingy Godzilla. Amongst some of their better efforts, I think, as far as sculpt and paint on there. Looks really good. I love the chest. I think that looks very nicely done. The hands. Now, as far as accuracy goes, man, your opinion is gonna vary because I've watched the movie a ton, and you know, and this is what we're gonna talk about in the comparison video. Who does it better? But like, I feel like even though the nails are painted here and a little bit messy, not perfect, that's okay with a Godzilla, I feel. Because, you know, you do have little lines in there. That's fine. But it does look like just a little paint flecks. I tend to see this Godzilla as a more overall, like, of a tone of, you know, like, just kind of the grays kind of going down a little more instead of and I could be wrong here, but, you know, like, I just feel like the more whitish nails don't work as good for me, but it's not bad. I mean, as far as a Godzilla goes, it's nice to have them painted like so that's fine. And as far as a variant or the actual, you know, it does look fine. I'm saying it looks fine, you know. The spines look good. I do like how they painted these. I think that looks cool with the white around it. They are a soft plastic as per usual. Not as soft as usual though, so that's welcome. Sometimes I feel like their spines like are gonna break. I feel like this is almost like a different material than usually done. The paint is a little sloppy up here and throughout, but it's not the worst. Again, kind of like the nails, it's forgivable unless it's like totally crazy sloppy, which unfortunately, like I've seen them do, like the radiation shin, which came out very badly, unfortunately. But yeah, I gotta say, this is totally good. I don't mind this at all. I think it looks fantastic, honestly. And like looking at his head, the top of his head, I like it. I think it looks pretty cool. I think from here, you can really tell which Godzilla it is right away. The yellow eyes with the black is nice and piercing. I do dig that. You know, and from the front here, to me, it looks really good. I do like that it's big and fat, but like so is the design, I think. So I dig it. I think it looks pretty good. I do have a little mess up right there where he looked like he just went to the dentist and they hurt his mouth. You guys will know what I'm talking about. So yeah, there's that part of it. But the mouth itself looks pretty good. The teeth are painted very well. Nice little yellow teeth. And the mouth is a nice shade of salmon. So that looks pretty good, and the upper mouth is painted as well. No crazy like paint on it. There is a little bit of wash on the teeth, very, very little, maybe. Depending on your copy, you might have a little more or less. But there is part that is there. But overall, I think the head looks really good, but at the same time, I don't know. It doesn't, like, it's really cool. But there's something about it that feels a little off to me, like just maybe a little bit too puffy. It could also be the jaw, the way the jaw kind of curves down a little bit. I think it curves down maybe a little bit too much. But I still do dig it as its own thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's cool, but it's cool, but I feel like it's not quite perfect. But I do dig it. The neck looks pretty good as well. That's not bad. You got some folds and wrinkles there. So overall, I mean, and the shape is good. I do dig the shape. I think that's proper. He does look like a big Cookie Monster, which is really what this Godzilla looks like. So kudos to NECA's designers for capturing that feel of this monster. So yeah, there you go. It's not a bad representation of this suit at all. Let's kick off size comparisons with this G62's current opponent here, the SH Monstart. So you can see you're getting a much bigger G62 here than you are there. And of course, please stay tuned for the full comparison video between the two coming up later today. Here he is with Ultraman Ginga, Gomez, Power Arm Terminator, the previously shown cameo of the GMK Godzilla from NECA as well. This is the biggest of their Godzillas thus far. SH Monstart's Kong, which I really like this. That looks really good together. And finally the Mezco Kong. I wish this scaled a little bit better. This Kong is just too wide. Godzilla should be bigger than Kong, from what I can recall. Yeah. Because they're the same height here, so that would have been cool, but it's just a bit off. The SH Monstars works better with this NECA. Final thoughts, this is definitely a worthwhile Godzilla for your shelf. It's a nice package altogether. I really like the beam effect. It looks the part enough. I think some folks are gonna think this looks perfect, and that's cool. Like if you love it that much and you really feel it, I don't blame you. I feel like a few things are off on it. The hands, I didn't even talk about the hands. The hands are a little off, I feel like. While it does accommodate for the articulation, I do feel like this Godzilla has really, really big pinkies, which this doesn't capture. This likes to get out of alignment there. And the head is good, but I feel like it just lacks a little bit of character. And I think that this Godzilla has a lot of character. So, there's that part of it. Otherwise, this is awesome. I love their new packaging. It's beautiful. You didn't see it in this video, but again, check out my both my unboxing and my forthcoming comparison video with the SH Monstart. It's beautiful. It's very well done. And he does look the part. The sculpt work on the entire suit is fantastic. The mouth looks great. And the articulation is there. For 20-something bucks, guys, this is, I feel like this is the best NECA's done overall. I think this is beautiful in every regard, despite what I said, except that little thing on his mouth, the little dentist thing. That's easily covered, a little paint. Otherwise, yeah, paint is great, and the look is really cool. So I'm satisfied. I am. I think this is a nice addition to your shelf. Whether you got the SH Monster Arts or not, I think it's a very, very good piece. So there you go, guys. That is my review. Hope you dug it. Stay tuned. Our Godzilla 62 parte continues. I have the SH Monster Arts review coming up, and then a full comparison video for those of you that like videos like that, all coming up in the next day. So yeah, stay tuned, alright? So please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.